Hey everybody, we're Warren and Mary with Exploretography.
And today we're super excited to take you along with us on the Apache Trail.
We're getting on this trail 5 years after it's been closed. It was closed due to a burn and a washout from a bad storm, and they've cleared it off, and we want to be getting on this trail and seeing it again.
Yes, so Roosevelt once said this was the most scenic trail in America, so we're excited to show you some of our favorite stops along the way and some of the beautiful scenery.
Yeah, so let's get on the trail and let's see what we can see.
Let's go.
Today, the Apache Trail remains a popular route for travelers exploring Arizona's natural beauty. The road, still partially unpaved in sections, offers access to attractions like Canyon Lake. Canyon Lake is located about 45 miles east of Phoenix. It was formed in 1925 when the Roosevelt Flat Dam was created. Canyon Lake is relatively small, covering about 950 acres, but is one of the deepest reservoirs in the area, with depths reaching over 140 feet. It is the home of the popular Dolly steamboat that offers narrated boat tours of the lake.
Just up the road from Canyon Lake is Tortilla Flat, and its history is closely tied to this iconic route. The name Tortilla Flat comes from a group of settlers who, after losing their supplies in a flash flood, survived on a meal of dried tortillas. Tortilla Flat officially came into being around the early 1900s, when the U.S. government began constructing the Roosevelt Dam on the Salt River about 20 miles away. It was established as a stagecoach stop along the road, providing supplies, food, and accommodations for the workers to and from the dam site. In the early days, it consisted of a small settlement with a general store, school, and some simple housing. Today, the iconic Tortilla Flat General Store and Saloon, with bar stools made from saddles and the walls adorned with dollar bills from visitors around the world, has become a popular tourist attraction.
The road follows a route from Apache Junction to Theodore Roosevelt Lake, winding through rugged desert landscapes, canyons, and cliffs. The construction of this road was no small feat, requiring laborers to carve a path through the mountainous terrain. After the Roosevelt Dam was complete, the Apache Trail became a popular tourist destination. The scenic beauty of the regions, with its dynamic views of the Superstition Mountains, the Salt River, and the Tonto National Forest, attracted early adventurers and travelers seeking to experience the wilds of Arizona.
Hey, here we are at Fish Creek Overlook.
Yeah, so you were able to get up to this point in 2019 when the trail closed. This was the furthest that you can get coming from Apache Junction.
Yep, ADOT has spent $4 million to reopen this trail, and now it's over. We're about to go down the part that was collapsed and not allowing anybody through, so it's exciting to see what they've done. But here we are at the gates. The gates are finally open.
So it's crazy. So it was millions to fix it.
$4 million is what they invested to get the rocks and everything cleared. They quote a much larger amount to fix the entire Apache Trail, but we're petitioning to just leave it alone. So they've cleaned it up and they spent $4 million to do it.
What's interesting is this road was originally built in 1903 by the Apache Indians, who it's named after. And back then it took 2 years to construct, from 1903 to 1905. And at the time to build this road, it was $551,000.
So times have changed.
For sure.
So let's see what they've done. Let's go down the trail.
Fish Creek Canyon is a key highlight of the Apache Trail. It gets its name from the small stream that runs through the canyon, although water flow can be seasonal and dependent on rainfall. The creek has historically been a source of fresh water for wildlife and humans navigating this rugged area. The drive through Fish Creek Canyon is not for the faint of heart. The dirt road is narrow, winding, and features steep drop-offs. The dramatic landscape of Fish Creek Canyon with its cliffs and deep desert valley has made it a favorite amongst photographers. Sunrises and sunsets cast a golden glow on the canyon walls, providing stunning photographic opportunities.
In the 1920s, automobiles began traveling the route, and the Apache Trail became one of Arizona's earliest scenic highways. It was later designated State Route 88.
So we just finished Fish Creek Trail down to the bridge, and it has been so long and I forgot how beautiful it is down here. So glad that ADOT put the money into opening this up and giving us a chance to get out here and see its beauty again. It's becoming a very good day.
Another highlight along the trail is Apache Lake, which remains a favorite destination for those looking for a mix of adventure, tranquility, and natural beauty in the Arizona's desert environment. Apache Lake stretches over 2,568 acres and is about 17 miles long, making this one of the larger reservoirs in the Salt River. Its long and narrow shape is typical of lakes that are formed by canyon dams, with steep rocky cliffs surrounding much of the shoreline. There are several campgrounds and RV sites located along the shores of Apache Lake. The lake has a full-service marina offering boat rentals, docks, fuel, and small convenience store. There is also a resort with cabins and motel rooms for those who prefer not to camp.
As you near the end of the Apache Trail, you come upon the Roosevelt Dam. The dam is considered a landmark of early 20th century engineering. It marked the beginning of large-scale water management and hydroelectric power generation in the American Southwest. It transformed central Arizona into a prosperous agricultural and urban center. The reservoir created by the dam is known as Roosevelt Lake. The bridge at Roosevelt Lake was completed in 1990 to replace the older road that actually ran across the top of Roosevelt Dam. It is a steel arch bridge with a total length of 1,080 feet and a mean span of 800 feet, making it one of the longest two-lane single-span steel arch bridges in North America. All right, we finally made it to the end of the Apache Trail. What'd you think, Warren?
Oh, it was gorgeous. I'm so glad they got it back open. We appreciate all the work ADOT did on it, the money they spent, but it was so nice to spend the day going down and seeing what President Roosevelt said was the most beautiful trail in America.
Yeah, one of our favorite stops along the way is the Apache Lake Resort. It's a beautiful resort. You know, because the road was closed for some time, I'm sure they probably lost a little business. So I'm bet to God that it's reopened. But the resort itself, it's beautiful. They have camping, they have a motel, restaurant, and bar. So we recommend you checking them out.
Yep, they have a marina as well. You can do or rent day slips, put your boat in for the day or overnight. So it looks like a great place. We want to spend a weekend there and enjoy the comforts of being on the lake for a while.
Yeah, and as far as the road itself, the fixed part between Tortilla Flat and the resort, it was beautiful. Very smooth. We did see some sedans down there, and we leave it up to everybody to decide what they're comfortable with, but it was a very easy road.
Yeah, at the moment it's minivan smooth. It's not really a off-road trail, but it sure is beautiful. They recommend high clearance and four-wheel drive, but I didn't see any evidence that needed any of that. So always travel with caution, but it looked pretty smooth for now.
Yeah, and then from the resort here to the end, they're in the process of paving the road. So there's some parts that are paved, some parts that are actively being worked on right now. So there was some machinery on there. So definitely be slow. The parts that weren't paved were very rocky because obviously they're grading it. So just be cautious on that part. But overall, it's a very great trail. Easy to run for everybody, so we hope y'all get out there.
Yep, and we started at Tortilla Flats, which is a well-known historical area, and then we ended at what they call the bridge. So a beautiful bridge that was created in 1990, and then before that is the dam. So it's some nice things to see on the trail.
So yeah, we're gonna head back to Phoenix now. We're gonna take the 60, but if you've got a lot more time, you can take Apache Trail from Apache Junction to Roosevelt, then hop on down the road a little bit and take 4 peaks back to Mesa. So that's a fun trip. But we're gonna head back towards 60. Until next time, you guys, get out there,
Explore,
create, and
do
do
good.
good. Bye.
Bye.